Hello, and welcome to the April 2025 modding recap. These seem to be happening more and more frequently. I know I do once a month. They always sneak up on me, is what I'm saying. So originally we only had one new mod this month, but then Zin got on the server and was like, everyone fix your fix your push requests. Like, there's so many things that are broken and I can't accept them. A couple were fixed real quick and bam bam, we got 2 more. 3 new mods were added to the database this month for a total of 337. The first one is Dear ImGui. So it's just a library mod to help with some Unity implementation. I'm gonna be honest, I read through the description and don't understand it. I have to mention the person's username is Throckmorpheus. That's very funny. Always appreciate more library mods. Don't know what it does, but I appreciate that we have more tools to make mods now, so that's great. Next up, Spatial X released Flight Path Vector. So this mod adds 7 markers from KSP, Kerbal Space Program, that helps visualize your ship's trajectory. And it's got these little buttons on it, and it's got coordinates on it. And it's just to help you understand how far you are from something, the angle at which your ship is moving, things like that. So it could be pretty fun. I'm excited to see how people use that mod. Last but not least, Solek released the weather mod. It's kind of like Subnautica's weather mod, which adds new weather across the solar system, and it uses New Horizons to do so. So it uses some of that stuff and has custom weather for each of the different planets. It mentions sand tornadoes, rain, clouds, atmosphere and snow on Dark Bramble. That's pretty cool. I noticed that there's nothing here about Giant's Deep, seemingly because I think Giant's Deep already comes with some pretty extreme weather. So I don't think Giant's Deep needed that. That was probably probably a good thought. Let's watch Gabbro's landing here. Nice. Next up, major updates to mods. Ship Enhancements is now in version 2.0, and I will tell you, it is so much stuff. I don't want to take the time to go over all of them, but the one I have to mention is that it now adds a little Ernesto in your cockpit that you can talk to. Wonderful, fantastic addition. I also kind of like, there's like a radio that you can tinker in your cockpit. That's very fun. You can listen to different tunes on it. There's also a neat interactable ship curtain where it sort of blocks off your cockpit and you can open the curtain and close it. If you enable all the ship enhancement stuff, there's just so many little interactable stuff to use in the ship. And I actually am going to be using ship enhancements in my videos from now on, just because there's a couple little things that I like about it. Etherpod, thank you for all your work on ship enhancements. It is such an awesome mod. I will probably make a full video on it at some point because it totally deserves it. Next up, The Stranger They Are got a ton of updates, improvements, and fixes. I am so impressed with Anon's ability to just continue working on that, continue improving it, continue fixing something. They also released a new video. I don't know if you knew this, but there is a The Stranger They Are YouTube channel. And there's just a few videos on it about the mod. It's got the trailer, things like that. But they released a new video that's just like, I think it's like 15-16 minutes of just bugs and glitches and funny things they found in development. I'll link to it in the description. It's kind of fun to watch. I just love watching Outer Wilds just fall apart or a mod just totally break. I find it very amusing. New Horizons always getting updates. We are now on version 1.28 of New Horizons. A couple really cool things here that I want to explain when I get to other mods, because there's actually other mods involved in this update. For example, one of the changes was you can now have the inhabitant rafts be in the pristine state, which means they look really nice, they look really fancy, and I think that was for The Stranger They Are. They had like the dirty, broken ones, but they wanted the nicer ones. I think the Dream World ones. Yeah, the Dream World model. So now you can set that. A couple other features that are notable. There is now a new volume for planets. It will slow you down when you approach. Kind of like when you are flying really fast towards a stranger and it suddenly slows you down. They added that, and it was used in 2 places. The speed limiter volume was used in No My Scavenger Hunt, which I just played a little bit ago. And you may remember that I flew past the final place I was supposed to get to. So the dev updated it to version 1.0, and the only change was adding the speed limiter volume. So that's not going to happen again. I love this cycle of I play a mod and then something is fixed immediately afterward because I made a video on it. That cracks me up. Also, another mod that got an update with a New Horizons feature was Fret's Quest. Smuffy made new music. Like a lot of new music. I think they tripled the audio library in that mod. They wanted to have special custom music playing during the game over credit sequence. So they said, hey, can you add that to New Horizons? And they did. So you can now have custom music and custom credit length in your, manifest and everything. So now, Fret's Quest is the first one to have custom music in its credits. And I took that opportunity to update it to Fret's Quest 1.1. So now, there's new stuff. I added new stuff. There's a new advancement. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft lately. There's a new achievement. Oh, I hit the roof here. Hang on, Gabbro. I'm still talking. There's a new achievement. I finished the final puzzle. I cleaned up some of the dialogue and story. Just another polishing update. That's pretty cool. I should also mention that there were also minor patches to Archipelago Randomizer and the original Hertz Neighbor, which is great. All right, that's all I've got. I know I've been a little slim on videos lately. The past month or so was not a good month for the channel. It didn't do very well. I have a lot of big plans that I'd like to do soon. The problem is my channel's just not growing enough. You can support this channel by subscribing and sharing this with people that you think enjoy Outer Wilds things. All right, that's all I got for this month. I'll see y'all next month.